Hello and welcome back to our top 50 countdown of changes I want to see in FIFA career mode. If you haven't already checked out the previous installments, please do go back and check those ones out. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for more FIFA content on the daily. Alright, let's get into the next bit of the countdown. Today we have 20 to 11. Alright, idea number 20 is to do with a halftime managerial talk. You're in the middle of a game, you're down 2-0, you need that little bit of a rev up. Why can't we have something at halftime there? You go to a menu anyway, and we can have an option, to pump up the team or let them know that they're doing well. Maybe this can change the momentum of the game. Maybe it can give that striker that little bit of push that he needs to go on and get us back into the game. So I'd like to see some sort of option here. Could be a cutscene, could be anything. Just a little bit more interactivity within the halftime section of the game. Idea number 19 is to do with team relocation. Now I know if you're in the English Premier League and that, you're not really going to be moving around too much, so it's probably more for franchise-based leagues like the A-League and the MLS. Maybe you want to move cities. Something like that I think should be available within the game. I don't see why it couldn't be brought into the Premier League and the likes. Maybe you move stadium or something, just like West Ham moved from the Bowling Ground to the Olympic Stadium. Just something like that, just to give us a little bit more play. Maybe you move a couple of suburbs over, create new rivalries, and just give us a bit more option to play with these teams. But definitely a sort of a franchise mode here. Probably more considered towards the likes of the MLS and the A-League and those teams that are owned by, a franchise. Number 18 is upgrading of youth facilities. Now they've sort of brought in these new stipulations where your youth facilities are really controlling a big part of your budget here in FIFA 17. Well, I'd like to see the option for the youth facilities to have, being able to be upgraded, and maybe those upgrades help you, produce those youth stars, get you better youth players into that academy, and they can actually reach their potential a little bit quicker. Now, obviously, this would cost a lot of money. You'd assume that only the massive clubs, the likes of Chelsea and Real Madrid and that, would build these big youth academies, use this money, upgrade those facilities within the game, and then these younger 15, 16-year-old kids will come in at a higher rating and you'll be able to use them a lot earlier. I know the training function's there, but it doesn't feel quite right. You're still waiting until 24, 25 till these kids are really hitting their straps, and by then you're already 10 seasons into a career mode. The game's all broken. So I don't know, just give us some sort of variety here by upgrading those youth facilities. It could give us a different aspect on how we could use our youth academy. Idea number 17 is historical stadiums. Now, through the years of FIFA, we've seen some of the older stadiums. Obviously, the Bowling Ground left us last installment as West Ham moved to the Olympic Stadium. But, the structure was already built within the game. Why not give us the option to still play there and keep the history of those grounds alive within the game? We've got historical kits already built into the game. You've built this stadium for the game already. I don't see why it couldn't be slipped in. Tottenham are moving from White Hart Lane next season, but surely you could keep White Hart Lane around. It's right there in the game, already built, all ready to go. And maybe we could bring back the likes of Highbury. Maybe we could bring back Main Road for Manchester City. I don't know, but I'd just like to see these old stadiums just kept alive within the game, considering now they're just going to be torn down and turned into apartment blocks. Alright, number 16, you may not feel it's that important, but for me as a player, it's fucking annoying. I want smarter artificial intelligence. Now, you might be, kickoff for instance, sometimes you'll get the ball, you'll move forward, and the guy that was standing next to you just 45 degrees, cuts you off, you both fall over, the ball spits out. It's just like, how do you not have the awareness to know where your teammate is running? He's working in a straight line, and you just go, no, I want to go there. And now we're both fucked. It's just ridiculous. Surely they can put in some sort of force field. They've got it for defenders where you just bounce off and the ball goes the other way. So, I don't know. Get this shit fixed. Alright, number 15 is something that people have been asking for a really long time, and you may be wondering why it's so low down my list, but this one is online career mode. Everyone's been asking for this for a number of seasons. They want you to be able to get online and create some sort of league. Everyone has a team and you battle it out over the whole Premier League to see who's the champion among all of your mates. Now, I mean, it is a great concept and I would love to see it installed into the game because it could really open up some almost... Oh, it would just be that grudge match because you're taking on your mates. But it's not as high on my list. I would like to see it implemented. I think it would be a great addition. Maybe pull some people away from foot, which EA wouldn't like. But just to give you the opportunity to take on all your mates over a season, I think would be a great addition to FIFA. Idea number 14 is create a boot builder. I mean, how hard would it be for a screen to pop up? There's a boot, you can turn it around, you can give it its colors, its sponsor, and really create some customized style boots. There's so many boots out there that people go and customize themselves with spray paint and that. There's videos all over YouTube. I mean, why not give us that opportunity within FIFA so you can really get in and create a real unique experience for your own career mode and players. Right, number 13 is something that I'd really like to see brought into FIFA. I don't see it being too difficult. It's team player stats for your entire career mode. Now, if you go to your managerial mode, you can see, you know, what you've done over the seasons. But how good would it be if you had like a Hall of Fame system where those players that you brought in season 1, you can see over their entire career, you can see how many goals they've scored over 6 seasons. How many did they score in season 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, at the moment, I've got a notepad and I'm keeping all of these records, but it wouldn't be that hard for it to be implemented into the game, and I think it would add just, a lot more to the career mode. Please, put it in the game. I'm sick of writing this shit down. Right, number 12 is customizable D-pad formations and tactics. Now, at the moment, if you go onto the little D-pad or on PlayStation, you press the up, you can change it to team pressing or counter-attack and the likes, but they're all pretty set up. I mean, a few installments ago on FIFA, you used to be able to set up some things on that D-pad and you had a bit more control over it. I'd like to see that brought back. So maybe if you're playing with a 4-4-2 formation, you want to get a bit more attacking rather than having to press start and go out and reconfigure and change all the tactics. Maybe you have it already set up on the fly. You can hit that D-pad, you can select which formation you want to change to, and after the next whistle, the team sort of rejigs itself and you're ready to go. It needs to be brought back into the game. I want more control over my team without having to press start, go in, change the entire formation, change all the tactics and all that. I mean, surely it's not that hard to do. Alright, number 11 is to do with the create a manager. Now, at the moment, when you start your career mode, you can pick a manager. It's nice to see that they've brought in the little templates and you can select one of those possibilities, but generally, most of the career modes I watch, everyone chooses the exact same manager look because that's, the closest one they feel is to their own appearance. But what's to say you give us some more creation? Like, we have a creator player, you can get in there and change their hair and their beard and their eyes and how they look. Why can't we have that for manager mode? Maybe even bring back the old game face where you can scan your face and boom, you're in the game. I'd just like to see a little bit more variation. It's nice to see that they have brought it in, but I'd like to see that extended further as the installments continue for FIFA. Right, so that wraps up our 20 to 11 countdown in this top 50 countdown of the top 50 ideas I want to see changed in FIFA career mode. If you've got any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I love reading all of the comments. Hit like if you've enjoyed this video, and the next installment will be out next week. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that little notification tab, and you'll be alerted when the next top 50 video drops. But other than that, we've got daily career mode hitting the channel, so stick around. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm Spyring DK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.